Hey folks, Rick Brown here, Bayou, Crowville, Louisiana. Just want to make another little video. First thing I want to do is I want to say thanks to all the customers that I've had out there in 2012. It made it such a great year. And I want to wish a happy Christmas, a Merry Christmas to all my friends out there and subscribers in YouTube land. And then I want to say, if me saying Merry Christmas offends you, then that's okay, because I fought to defend the right for you to be offended, but I also fought for the right for me not to care if you're offended. So for me, it's Christmas time, which means Jesus Christ's birthday, and I say Merry Christmas to all of you. The second thing is, I want to make a little statement. I've been watching the news a lot, and I've seen all this stuff about entitlements. Everybody's entitled to this and entitled to that. And I want to say one thing. The only people I think that are entitled to anything is the U.S. veterans, because never have so many people been owed so much and gotten so little for the things they've done. And the reason they're entitled to it is because at one time they wrote a check payable to the U.S. citizens up to and including their life. And I think they deserve everything that they get and more. And that's not just because I am a veteran, but only 2% of the people in the United States are the veteran. And that's not many, folks. So I think if anybody's entitled to anything, it's a U.S. veteran. Okay, we've got all of that behind us, and I want to show you another little knife I've made here lately. This is the last one before Christmas. I won't be trying to fit any more orders till after the first of the year. I'm going to the deer camp and going hunting. But this is one of my Bayou specials. It's a large, heavy hunter, and it's for a fella out in California. And this knife is a very large, heavy knife, especially when it's made out of 1/4-inch steel. It's a really heavy, durable knife. It's got a 6-inch blade. This one's made out of 1/8-inch 01 tool steel, Cocobolo handles with red cinnamon spacers, and of course there's my logo, the fleur de lis. And people that knows me knows I'm a New Orleans Saints fan. I was at the first first exhibition game the Saints ever held in Shreveport, Louisiana, and I've been a Saints fan ever since. So that's the reason for the fleur de lis. Even though I'm of Scotch, Irish, and Celtic descent, I still use the fleur de lis as my logo for the Bayou knives, for the Bayous. But this knife it's got a good feel. It has a good handle with a deep finger groove here that protects your hand from your finger from sliding forward. It just feels good in the hand. It's a good grip. It's a substantial blade, but it's still good enough for delicate work. It can be used for carving. It can be used for slicing. It's a good all-around knife. And like I said, this one's made with Cocobolo handles. And it wanted a full coverage pouch style sheath. And as you can see, it fits all the way down in there. You got a lanyard on it. It'd be easier to pull it out by the lanyard. It's made out of 9-ounce leather. It's wet molded to the knife and the blade, and it features a fire steel and fire steel loop. And the fire steel has a matching Cocobolo handle with a cinnamon spacer in it also. It's a 4-inch fire steel. It's got the loop made into it. It's made for vertical carry. It's got a large belt loop to be used on your large belts, lashed to a backpack, and it's made out of extremely heavy, good stiff leather. It's a very good sheath, stitched with white stitching. I used extra heavy stitching. It has a welt in it. It's a welted design. And the welt comes all the way over to the edge of the blade here. So it's molded into it, and it fits, and you can see it snaps into it perfectly. So there's that Bayou Hunter. If you want a large knife, it's one of the best ones I make. I actually used the pattern of a fillet knife and then just made it wider and thicker. But this is the arc off of a fillet knife, and I like that arc and that hump and that slight trailing point, that slight taper down. as it tapers all the way. It's extremely sharp. Of course, all mine are, it'll shave paper into. So this will be going out to James in California. And if you need a knife, excuse me, of course you can always contact me here on YouTube or at www.bayouknives.webs.com, or you can find Bayou Knives on Facebook. So this is Rick Brown, Bayou Knives, Crowville, Louisiana. And as I always say, have a great day today, a better day tomorrow. And thank you for viewing.